flowers.
Well, you can see they're pretty, can't you, you big dummy?
Well, yeah, baby, sure. If you like them, they're all right with me.
Oh, jeez, Pearl. Look at that cake, huh? Come here. Look, 6 candles, each for 10 years. Oh, when do we light the candles, Rocky?
Oh, ask that bug how sick he. Just before Harry come down, he says. Then Harry blows him out with one breath for luck. Hickey was going to have 60 candles. But I says, geez, if the old guy took that big a breath, he'd croak himself.
Anyways, it's a nice cake, ain't
Oh,
it?
sure, it's all right by me. But what is Harry going to do with a cake? If he ever ate a hunk of it, croak him.
Geez, you're a dope, ain't he, Margie?
Yeah, dope is right.
You broads better watch your step, all right?
Oh, what? Yeah, what? What?
Say, what the hell's got into you? It'll be 12 o'clock and Harry's birthday before long. I ain't looking for no trouble.
We ain't need a Rocky.
A guy what can't see flowers is pretty must be some dumbbell.
Yeah, well, if I was as dumb as you... Geez, you got your scrapping pants on, ain't you? Well, hell, baby, what's eating you? All I'm thinking is, what the hell could Harry do with flowers? You don't know a cauliflower from a geranium.
Jeez, ever since Hickey's woke up, you can't hold him. He's taking on a party like it was his birthday.
Well, he's paying for everything, ain't he?
Oh, I don't mind the birthday stuff so much. What gets my goat is the way he's butting in all over the place, telling everybody where to get off. He just keeps hitting around.
Yeah, he was hitting to me and Margie.
Little lousy drummer.
He just gives you an earful of that line of bull about you gotta be honest with yourself and not kid yourself. And you gotta have the guts to be what you are. I told him, that's all right for the bums in his dump, but it don't go with me, see? I don't kid myself with no pipe dreams. What are you grinning at?
Nothing. Nothing.
It better be nothing. And don't let Hickey put no ideas in your nuts if you want to stay healthy. He's riding someone every minute. He's got Harry and Jimmy tomorrow run ragged. And the rest are hiding in their rooms so they don't want to have to listen to him. They're all acting cagey with the booze, too. Like they were scared if they get too drunk, they might spill their guts. And everybody's getting a prize grouch on.
Yeah. He's been hitting around to me and Chuck, too. You think he suspected me and Chuck had no real intention of getting married? You think he suspected Chuck wasn't going to lay off of periodicals? Or maybe didn't even want to?
I told him I'm on the wagon for keeps, and Cora knows it.
And I told him, sure, I know it. And Chuck ain't never going to throw it in my face I was a tart, neither. And if you think we're just kidding ourselves, we'll show you. We're getting married tomorrow. Ain't we, honey?
You bet, baby.
Christ, Chuck! Are you letting that bug-out slouse Hickey kid you into
Nobody's
marriage?
kidding him into it. No, me neither. Hickey's right. If this big tramp's going to marry me, he ought to do it, not just shoot off his old bazoo about it.
You can't be that dumb,
Look,
Chuck.
you keep out of this, you hear? And don't start beefing about the crickets on the farm driving us nuts. Christ, you'd think they was elephants.
Rocky don't notice that broad. You heard what she said, right? Tomorrow. The same old crap.
Is that so?
Imagine Cora a bride. That's a hot one. Jeez, Cora, if all the guys you stayed with were side by side, you could walk on them from here to Texas.
Ah, talk to me like that, you skinny dago hooker. I may be a tart, but I ain't a cheap old whore like you. I'll show you who's a whore.
Bury it! What are you, a virgin?
You mean you think I'm a whore, too? Yeah, me, too.
Now, don't start nothing.
I suppose it'd tickle you if me and Margie did what that last hickey was hitting and come right out and admit we was whores.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. It's the truth, ain't it?
Jeez, Rocky, that's a fine hell of a thing to say to two girls that's been as good to you as Pearl and Margie. Oh, look, I didn't mean to call you that, Pearl.
No hard feelings, Cora.
There. That fixes everything, don't it?
Okay, Rocky, we're whores. You know what that makes you, don't you?
Look out now.
A lousy little pimp, that's what.
I'll let you
Oh, dirty little
I'll let you.
You proving it to us, Pearl. Sure. Hickey's confided him. He's give up his pipe dream.
Lay off from me or
I'll lay off them! Harry's party ain't no time to beat up your stable.
Who's stable? Who do you think you're talking to? I ain't never beat him up. What do you think I am? I just give him a slap like any guy would his wife if she got too gabby. I'm not looking for no trouble on Harry's birthday party.
You lousy little guinea! I'll lay off you until the party's over, Pearl will.
Sure I will. For Harry's sake, not yours, you little wop.
Hey, listen, yous, if you don't get no wrong, what the hell are you laughing at, you half-dead old stoop bum?
Eddie Selfie ought to be. Jeez, Hickey sure got his number.
Wake up, comrade. There's a revolution starting all around you, and you're sleeping through it. Begod, it's not the Pagoonan's ghost you ought to be praying in your dreams, but the great nihilist Hickey. He started a movement that'll blow up the world.
You, Larry, renegade, traitor, I'll have you shot! Don't be a fool. Buy me a drink. Push, fine, Hickey! He laughs like Goodfellow. He makes jokes. He dares to hint to me. So I see what he dares to think. He thinks I'm finished. It is too late. So I do not wish the day to come, because it will not be my day. I see what he thinks. He thinks lies. Even worse, that I'll have him hanged, the first one of all, to the first lamppost! Why, you're so serious, you little monkey faces. It's all great joke, no? So, we get drunk, and we're left like hell, and then we die. And the pipe dream vanish. So be of good cheer, little stupid peepers. The days grow hot, oh Babylon. Soon, little proletarians, we will have free picnic in the cool shade, and we will eat hot dogs and drink free wine beneath the little trees, like hawks, yes, like beautiful little hawks! Goddamn liar, Hickey! It's he who makes me sneer. I want to leave.
Hickey ain't overlooking no bets.
It's only the old wise guy Larry who's still pretending he's the one exception who don't do no pipe dreaming.
All right. Take it out on me if it makes you more content. Sure, I love every hair of your head. My great, big, beautiful baby dolls. And there's nothing I wouldn't do for you.
The old Irish funk, huh? Yeah. We ain't big, and we ain't your baby dolls. Well, we admit we're beautiful, huh,
Yeah,
Martin?
sure thing. But what would he do with beautiful dolls even if he had to price the old goat? Ah? Larry, you old cave, no, we are full of bull.
Sure. Your ace is with us. We're nervous, that's all. It's Hickey, that lousy drummer. Why can't he be like he's always been? I ain't never seen a guy change so. What do you think's happened to him, Larry?
I don't know. For all his gab, I notice he's kept that to himself so far. Maybe he's saving the great revelation for Harry's party.
Oh?
Let him mind his own business, and I'll mind mine.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Say, Larry, where's that young friend of yours disappeared to?
I don't care where he is, except I wish he was 1,000 miles away. He's a pest.
I told him, I'll take a lot from you, Hickey, like everyone else in this dump, because you always been a grand guy. But there's things I don't take from you, nobody, see? Remember that. Or you'll wake up in a hospital, or maybe worse, with your wife and the Iceman walking slow behind you.
Oh, you oughtn't to make that Iceman crack, Rocky. I notice he ain't pulled that old gag this time. Do you suppose he did catch his wife cheating?
Oh, that's the bunk. He ain't pulled like gag or showed her fought around because he ain't drunk. And if he's caught her cheating, he'd be drunk, wouldn't he? He'd have beat her up and then gone on the worst drunk he'd ever staged.
Sure, Rocky's got the right dope, baby.
Steward telling people this dump is closed for the night, all I'm gonna. Let Harry hire a doorman, pay him wages if he wants one.
Yeah, Harry's pretty damn good to you.
Sure he is. I don't mean that.
Anyways, it's all right. I told Swash the cop we closed for the party. He'll keep folks away. I wants me a big drink, that's what.
Who's stopping you? You could have all you want on Hickey.
All right. I earn all the drinks on him I could drink in a year for listening to his crazy bull. And here's hoping he gets the lockjaw. I drinks on him, but I don't drink with him. No, sir, never, no more.
Oh, bull. Hickey's all right. What's he done to you?
That's my business. Sure, you think he's all right. He's a white man, ain't he? Now listen to me, you white boys! Now don't you get it in your head that I was pretending to be what I ain't, or that I ain't proud to be what I am. You getting me? Or you and me's gonna have trouble.
A nerve. Just because she acts nice to me gets a swell nut. That ain't like a coon all over.
You talking fight talk, huh? I'll murder that nigger.
Listen, boys, I'm sorry. You've been good friends to me. It's that Hickey. He gets my head all mixed up with craziness.
Oh, that's all right, Joe. The boys wasn't taking you serious. Geez, what did I say? Hickey ain't overlooking no bets. And you gotta admit he's got the right dope. I mean, on some of the bums here.
We certainly got one guy I know sized up right, ain't he, Pearl?
Certainly has.
Cut it out, I told you.
It's nothing to me what happened to him. But I have a feeling he's dying to tell us inside him, and yet he's afraid. Like that damn kid. Strange the queer way he seemed to recognize him. If he's afraid, that explains why he's off booze. Afraid if he got drunk. He might tell us.
Well. Here I am in the nick of time. Well, come on, somebody. Give me a hand with these packages.
Jeez, Hickey. You scared me out of a year's growth sneaking in like that.
Sneaking? You were all so busy drinking in words of wisdom from old wise guy here, you couldn't hear anything else. From what I heard, Larry, you're not so good when you start playing Sherlock Holmes. You've got me all wrong. I'm not afraid of anything now. Not even myself. You better stick to the part of Old Cemetery. The barker for the big sleep. That is, if you can still let yourself get away with it.
Old Cemetery, that's him, Hickey. We'll have to call him that.
You're beginning to do a lot of puzzling about me, aren't you, Larry? But that won't help you. You've got to think of yourself. I couldn't give you my piece. You've got to find your own. All I can do is to help you and the rest of the gang by showing you the way to find it.
Or hire a church.
All right, boys and girls, don't get sore. I guess that did sound too much like a lousy preacher. Well, let's forget it and get on with the party.
So is bundles grub, Hickey? You bought enough already to feed an army.
I want this to be the biggest birthday Harry's ever had. Now, you and Rocky go out in the hall and bring in the big surprise. My arms are busted looking at it.
Oh, geez, you got us all head up. What is it, Hickey?
Wait and see. I thought to myself, I'll bet this is what would please those whores more than anything. Then I said to myself, I don't care how much money it costs, they're worth it. They're the best little scouts in the world. And they've always been damn kind to me when I was down and out. And I meant every word of that. Well, what's the matter? What? Oh, I see. Now, look, you know I didn't say that to offend you, so don't be silly.
All right. Let
Oh,
it
look, here it
slide.
comes.
Hickey, where'd you get it?
Unveil it, boys.
Oh, geez, Hickey, if you ain't a sport. I know we've been soused on jumping in. Let's get stink on. Oh, you bet you might like all of us.
Sure is hitting the high spots, Hickey. When I runs my gambling house, I drink that old bubbly water in steins. And I'm gonna drink that way again, too, soon as I make my stake. And that ain't no pipe dream, neither.
What are we drinking out of, Hickey? There ain't no wine glasses.
Well, Joe's got the right idea. Steins. That's the spirit for Harry's party.
We will drink wine beneath the willow trees.
That's the spirit, brother, and let the lousy slaves drink vinegar.
Damn liar.
If Hugo B. He rotted 10 years in prison for his faith. He earned his dream. You know decency or pity?
Hello, what's this? I thought you were in the grandstand. Listen, Larry, you're getting me all wrong. Hell, you ought to know me better. Of course I have pity. But now that I've seen the light, it's not my old kind of pity, the kind yours is. The kind that lets itself off easy by encouraging some poor guy to go on kidding himself with a lie. The kind that leaves the poor slob worse off because he feels guiltier than ever. The kind that makes his lying hopes nag at him and reproach him until he's a rotten skunk in his own eyes. No, sir. The kind of pity I feel now is after final results that really help save the poor guy. Make him contented with what he is and quit battling himself so he can find peace for the rest of his life. Oh, I know how you resent the way I have to show you up to yourself. But you'll be grateful to me when all at once you're able to admit without feeling ashamed that all the grandstand philosopher bunk and the waiting for the big sleep stuff is a pipe dream. You'll be able to say to yourself, I'm just an old man who's scared of life, but even more scared of dying. So I'm keeping drunk and hanging on to life at any price, and what of it?
God, if I'm not beginning to think you've gone mad. You're a liar.
Now listen, that's no way to talk to an old pal who's trying to help you. Hell, if you really wanted to die, you'd just take a hop off the fire escape, wouldn't you? And if you really were in the grandstand, you wouldn't be pitying everyone. As for my being Bughouse, you can't crawl out of it that way. I'm too damn sane. I can size up guys and turn them inside out better than I ever could, even when they're strangers like that Parrot kid. He's licked, Larry. I think there's only one possible way out you can help him take. That is if you have the right kind of pity for him.
What do you mean? I'm not advising him except to leave me out of his troubles. He's nothing to me.
You'll find he won't agree to that. He'll keep after you until he makes you help him. Because he's got to be punished so he can forgive himself. He hasn't got the guts. He can't manage it alone. And you're the only one he can turn to.
For the love of God, mind your own business. What'd you know about him? He's hardly spoken to you.
No, that's right, but I do know a lot about him just the same. I've had hell inside of me, and I can spot it in others. Maybe that's what gives me the feeling there's something familiar about him. Something between us. No, it's more than that. Tell me about him. For example, I don't imagine he's married, is he?
No.
Hasn't been mixed up with some woman? Oh, I don't mean trollops. I mean the old real love stuff that crucifies you.
Maybe you're right. I wouldn't be surprised.
I see. You think I'm on the wrong track, and you're glad I am, because then I won't suspect whatever it is he did about the great cause. That's another lie you keep telling yourself, Larry. That the good old cause means nothing to you anymore.
What the
But
hell
you're wrong about Parrot. That's not what's got him stopped. It's what's behind that. And it's a woman. I recognize the symptoms.
You're the boy who's never wrong. His trouble is he was brought up a devout believer in the movement, and now he's lost his faith. It's a shock. He's young, and he'll soon find another dream just as good. Or as bad.
All right, I'll let it go at that, Larry. He's nothing to me, except that I'm glad he's here. Because he'll help me make you wake up to yourself. I don't even like the guy. Or the feeling there's anything between us. But you'll find out that I'm right just the same when you get to the final showdown with him.
There'll be no showdown. I don't give a
Sink
tinker's...
into the grandstand, eh? I always knew that you'd be the toughest of all the gang to convince, Larry. And along with Harry and Jimmy tomorrow, it was you I wanted to help the most. I've always liked you a lot, you old bastard. Hey, not much time before 12. Well, come on, gang, let's get going. Hey, come on, boys and girls, let's get busy. See, cake all set? Fine. And my gift? And yours, girls. It's a tie, and a handkerchief. Chuck and Rocky? Harry certainly will be very touched by your thoughts of him. Now, Margie and Pearl, get back in the bar and get ready to bring the grub right in. There'll be some drinking first and some toast. My idea was to use the wine for that, so get that all set. Now, I'll go upstairs and root everybody out, Harry the last. When you hear us coming, somebody light the candles on the cake and start playing his favorite tune on the piano. Well, come on, Cora, everybody, let's hustle. We want this to come off in style, huh?
Gee, I gotta practice. I ain't laid my mitts in a box in God knows when. Hey, Joe! Oh, geez, I've forgotten this has-been tune. Come on, Joe, hum it so I can follow.
God, it's the second feast of Belshazzar, with Hickey to do the writing on the wall.
Oh, shut up, old cemetery. Oh, but ain't Prince Willie? Gee, kid, you look sick. Get a couple of shots in you.
No, thanks. Not now. I'm tapering off. It's been hell up in that damn room, Larry. The things I've imagined. But I've got it beat now. By tomorrow morning, I'll be on the wagon, and I'll get back my clothes first thing. Hickey's loaning me the money, and I'm gonna do what I always said. I'm gonna go to the DA's office, because he knows that I really was a brilliant student. Oh, I know I can make good. I owe a lot to Hickey. He's made me wake up to myself and see what a fool. It wasn't nice to face, but it's not what he says. It's what you feel behind what he hints. Of course, you think all I really wanted to do with my life was sit here and stay drunk. I'll show him.
You want my advice? You put your mouth on this bottle and keep it there until you don't give a damn about Hickey.
That's fine advice. I thought you were my friend.
Gee, I'm glad you're here, Larry. That damn fool Hickey knocked on my door. I opened up because I thought it must be you. He came busting in and he made me come downstairs here. I don't know what for. I don't belong at this birthday celebration. I don't know this gang. I don't want to be mixed up with them. All I came here for was to find you.
I've warned you.
Can't you make Hickey mind his own business? Just now, he passed me on the shoulder like he's sympathizing with me. He says, I know how it is, son, but you can't hide from yourself, not even here on the bottom of the sea. You've got to face the truth and then do what must be done for your own peace and for the happiness of all concerned. Now, what do you mean by that, Larry?
How the hell would I know?
Then he grins and he says, oh, never mind, Larry's getting wise to himself. I think you can rely on his help in the end. He's going to have to choose between living and dying, and he'll never choose to die while there's a breath left in the old bastard. Then he laughs like it's a joke on you. Well, what do you say to that, Larry?
I have nothing to say. Except you're a bigger fool than he is to listen to him.
Oh, is that so? Well, he's no fool where you're concerned. He's got your number all right. No, I don't mean that. Larry, you know what I want most is to be friends with you. I haven't a single friend left in the world. I hope you'd... And you could, too, without it hurting you. You ought to for Mother's sake, Larry. She really loved you. You loved her, too, didn't you?
Leave what's dead in its grave.
Oh, I suppose because I was only a kid, you don't think I was wise about you and her. Well, I've been wise ever since I can remember to all the guys she's had. Well, she used to try to kid me along. It wasn't so. That's a silly stunt for a free anarchist woman, isn't it? To be ashamed of being free.
Shut your damn trap.
Yes, I know I shouldn't say that now. I keep forgetting she isn't free anymore. You know, Larry, you're the one of them all she cared most about. Anybody else who left the movement would have been more than dead to her, but she couldn't forget you. She used to make excuses for you. I used to try to get her good about you, I'd say. Larry's got brains, and yet he thinks the movement's a crazy pipe dream. She blamed it on the booze getting you. She kidded herself that you'd give up the booze and come back to the movement tomorrow. She used to say, Larry can't kill in himself a faith he's given his life to, not without killing himself. How about that, Larry? Was she right?
I
suppose what she meant by that was to come back to her. She was always getting the movement mixed up with herself. But I'm sure she really must have loved you, Larry, as much as she could have loved anyone besides herself. No, she wasn't even faithful to you at that, though, was she? That's why you walked out on her, isn't it? I remember that last fight you had with her. I was listening. I was on your side, even if she was my mother, because I liked you so much. I remember she was putting on her high and mighty free woman stuff, telling you you were still a slave to bourgeois morality and jealousy. And that you thought that the woman you loved was a piece of private property you owned. And I remember you got mad. You told her, I don't like living with a whore if that's what you lie. I never And that's why she still respects you. See, because you walked out on her. She got sick of the others. She just had to keep on having lovers to prove to herself how free she was. Made home a lousy place. I felt like you did about it. It was like living in a whorehouse, only worse because she didn't have to make her living at it, you know?
Bastard. She's your mother. Have you no shame?
No. She brought me up to believe that family respect stuff is all bourgeois property-owning crap. Why should I be ashamed?
I've had enough.
No, Larry, please don't leave me. Larry, I promise. I only mentioned her name to make you understand better. Why didn't you come up to my room like I asked you to? I kept waiting. We can talk over everything up there.
There's nothing to talk about.
But Larry, I gotta talk to her. I'm gonna talk to Hickey. I feel he knows anyway, and I'm sure he'd understand all right, but I hate his guts. I'm scared of him, honest. There's something not human behind his damn grinning and kidding.
You feel that, too.
But I can't go on like this. I gotta tell you, Larry.
Oh, listen.
Okay, I won't. Larry. You think you're kidding? I know damn well you've guessed.
Guess nothing.
No, but I want you to guess now. I'm glad you have. I know now since Hickey's been after me that I meant you to guess right from the start. That's why I came to you. I want you to understand the reason. You see, I began to study American history. And I got admiring Washington and Jefferson, Jackson and Lincoln. And I began to feel patriotic and love this country. I saw it was the best government in the world where everybody was equal, everybody had a chance. And I saw the ideas behind the movement. They came from a lot of Russians like Bakunin and Kropotkin. They were all meant for Europe. See, we didn't need them here in a democracy, though where we were free already. I didn't want this country to be destroyed for a damn foreign pipe dream. I began to feel like I was a traitor. For helping a lot of cranks and bums and free women plot to overthrow our government. And I saw it was my duty to my country.
You stinking, rotten liar. You think you could fool me with such hypocrite cant? I don't give a damn what you did. It's on your own head, whatever it was. I don't know, and I don't want to know.
But Larry, I never thought Mother would be caught. Please believe that. I never
All I know is that I am sick of living. I'm through. I'm drowned and contented on the bottom of a bottle. Honor or dishonor, faith or treachery, nothing to me but opposites of the same stupidity that is the king and ruler of life, and in the end, they'll both rot into dust in the same grave. All things are meaningless to me, because they grin at me from the one skull of death. So go away. I've forgotten your mother.
You old philosopher, huh? You lousy old faker.
For the love of God, leave me in peace the little time that's left.
No, don't pull that pitiful old man junk on me. You old bastard, you'll never try. There's a drink of whiskey left.
Be careful how you taunt me back into life, I warn you. Because I might remember there's a thing called justice there. And the punishment. You're as mad as Hickey. Just as big a liar.
Wait till Hickey gets through with you.
Oh, hello, tightwad kid.
Fancy kind of joint. What? Oh, boy, don't be that bashful, Paul.
Break your neck.
Be sorry,
Believe me, I will break
Well,
your neck.
you sit down.
Can you beat it? I heard you two call each other every name you can think of, but I never seen a swell time to stage your first bout on Harry's birthday party. What started the scrap?
Nothing, old chap. Now, our business, you know. But that bloody-ass Hickey made some insinuation about me, and the boorish boar had the impertinence to agree with him.
That's a lie! Hickey made joke about me, and this slimy said, yes, it was true. Yes! Get out of the party and cut out this rough stuff!
Geez, would you look at those bums? Like a couple of kids. For God's sake, would you kiss and make up, huh?
Yeah, Harry's party begins in a minute, and we don't want no soreheads around here.
Oh, very well, then. In deference to the occasion, I apologize, General Vettoon, provided you do also.
I apologize, Captain Louis, because Harry is my good friend. Oh, hell, if you can't do better than that.
Here's the starved water.
Sir, sister, I'm telling all of you, that bastard Hickey's got Harry on the hip. And it ain't gonna do us no good if he gets Harry to take that walk tomorrow. Be sure to call on Bessie's relations and have a little cry over poor old Bessie. And you know what that bitch and all the family thought of me. Once Bessie's relations get their hooks into him, it'll be as tough for us as if she wasn't even gone.
Everything all set? Ah, fine. Half a minute to go. Harry's starting down with Jimmy now. I had a hard time getting the move. Harry don't even want to remember it's his birthday now. Oh, here they come. Come on, everybody. Light the candles. Cora, get ready to play. Stand up, everybody. Huh? Chuck, Rocky, the wine. 12 o'clock on the dot. Come on, everybody. With a happy birthday, Harry. Happy birthday, Harry! Hey!
Cut out that glare, Hickey. You think I'm a sucker? Jeez, I know you. You sneaking, lying drummer. And all you bums. What the hell you trying to do? Yelling and raising the roof. You want the cops to close the joint? And take my license away? Hey, you dumb talk. Quit banging that box.
Oh, jeez, Harry,
But geez, the least you could do is learn a tune. You two hookers, screaming at the top of your lungs. What do you think this is, a dollar cat house? But geez, that's where you belong.
Jeez, Harry, I never thought you'd say it like you meant it.
Now, Harry, you don't want to get sore at the gang just because you're upset with yourself. Look, anyway, I promised you'd come through all right, haven't I? So quit worrying. You don't want to ball out the old gang just when they're congratulating you on your birthday, do you?
Jeez, and they ain't as dumb as you. They know I was only kidding them. You know, I appreciate that congratulations. Don't you, fellas? Huh?
Yeah, sure, Harry.
Geez, I like you broads. You know, I was only kidding.
Sure, we know Harry.
Sure.
Sure, Harry's the greatest kidder in this dump, and that's saying something. Look how he's kidded himself for 20 years. But unless I'm wrong, Governor, and I'm betting I'm not, we'll soon know, eh? Tomorrow morning. No, by God, it's this morning now.
This morning?
Yes, it's the day at last, Jimmy. But don't be scared. I'll help you. I promise that.
I don't understand you. Kindly remember, I'm fully capable of settling my own affairs.
Well, isn't that exactly what I want you to do? Only watch out on the booze. You've had a lot to drink already, and you don't want to let yourself duck out of it by being too drunk to move. Not this time.
Mrs. Margie, you know I didn't mean it. It's that lousy drummer riding me that's got my goat.
I know, Harry, I know. Hey, come on, look at your cake. You haven't even noticed it yet, huh? Ain't it grand? Look.
Yeah, hey, that's pretty. I ain't ever had a cake since Bessie. 6 candles, each for 10 years, eh?
I think he got it.
Yeah, he was thoughtful of him. He means well, I guess. A lot of hell with his cake.
Oh, wait, Harry, you ain't seen the presents from me and Margie and Cora and Chuck and Rocky. And there's a watch all engraved with your name and the date from Hickey.
The hell with it. But geez, he can keep it.
Presents. Hey, come on, everybody. This is all wrong. If somebody don't put some life in this party, I'm gonna go nuts. Hey, Court, come on. Why don't you bang on that box? Play something for Harry, huh? You don't have to stop just because he kidded you.
Now, you was playing it fine, Cora. It was Bessie's favorite tune. She was always singing it. It brings her back. I wish.
Yes, we've all heard you tell us that you thought the world of her, Governor.
So I did, bejeez. Everyone knows I did. And bejeez, if you say I didn't...
Now, Governor, I didn't say anything. You're the only one that knows the truth about that.
Marjorie's favorite song was Loch Lomond. She was beautiful. She had a beautiful voice, and she played the piano beautifully. You were lucky, Harry. Bessie died. But there are more bitter sorrows than losing the woman one loves by the hand of death.
Now, you needn't go on, Jimmy. We've all heard the story about how you came back to Cape Town and found her in the hay with a staff officer. We all know that you'd like to believe that that's what started you on the booze and ruined your life.
I'm talking to Harry. Will you kindly keep out of my life is not ruined.
But I'll bet when you admit the truth to yourself, you'll confess that you were pretty sick of her hating you for getting drunk. And I'll bet you were really damned relieved when she gave you such a good excuse. I know how it is, Jimmy. See,
Well, that's what happened, is it? Your Iceman joke finally came home to roost, did it? Maybe you should have remembered there's truth in the old superstition that you better look out what you call. Because in the end, it comes to you.
Is that a fact, Larry? Well. Then you better be careful how you keep calling for the old big sleep. Okay. Well, what are we waiting for, boys and girls? Let's get this party rolling. Chuck, Rocky, bring on the big surprise. Oh, and Governor, you sit over here at the head of the table. Come on. Well, sit down, girls, sit down. And I'll sit here at the foot.
Real champagne bums, cheer up! What is this, a funeral? Mixing champagne with Harry's red eye will knock you paralyzed. Ain't you never satisfied?
Order, ladies and gents. Oh, yes, I am going to drink with you this time, Larry. To prove that I'm not teetotal, because the booze will make me spill my secrets as you think. I don't need the booze anymore, or anything else. I just want to be sociable and propose a toast in honor of our old friend Harry, and drink it with you. Wake up our demon bomb tosser, Rocky. We don't want any corpses at this feast.
There you go. Come up for air. Don't you see the champagne?
We will eat birthday cake and drink champagne beneath the willow trees. This wine is unfit to drink. It is not properly been iced.
Always a high-toned, swallowed art, hey, Hugo? Well, God help us poor bums if you ever got to telling us where to get off. You'd have been drinking our blood beneath those willow trees. But here's the toast, ladies and gents. Here's to Harry Hope, who's been a friend in need to every one of us. And here's to the old governor, the best sport, the kindest, biggest-hearted guy in the world. Come on, everybody. To Harry. Bottoms up.
Bottom you, boss. Thanks, all of you. Hickey, you old son of a bitch. That's white of you. I know you meant it, too.
Of course I meant it, Harry, old friend. And I mean it when I say that I hope that this will be the biggest day in your life. And in the lives of everyone here. And the beginning of a new life. Of peace and contentment. And here's to that, Harry.
Oh, forget that bughouse line-up bull for a minute, can't you?
You're right, Rocky. I am talking too much. It's Harry we want to hear from. Speech! Speech! Speech!
Speeches, son. I'm no good on speeches. All I can say is thanks to everybody again for remembering me on my birthday. Only don't think because I'm 60. There'll be a bigger damn police mark than ever. Like Hickey says, it's going to be a new day. This stump has got to be run like other dumps.
so I can make some money and not just split even. I'm sick of being played for a sucker. I know you're all laughing at me now behind my back, thinking to yourselves with the old lion pipe dreaming faker. We've heard his bull about taking a walk around the ward for years. He'll never make it. He's scared. He's yellow. He ain't got the guts. He's scared he'll find out. But I'll show you, bejeez. And I'll show you, too. You son of a bitch of a frying pan peddling bastard.
That's the stuff, Harry. Of course you'll try to show me. That's what I want you to do.
Jeez. All of you, forgive me. I lost my temper. I ain't feeling well. I got a hell of a grouch on. You're as welcome as the flowers in May.
Oh, sure, boss. You're always aces with us, see?
Listen, everybody. I know you're sick of my gabbing, but I think I owe it to you to do a little explaining and apologize for some of the rough stuff I've had to pull on you. I had to make you help each other with me, huh? I saw that I couldn't do what I had to do alone, not in the time at my disposal. I knew when I came here I wouldn't be able to stay long. I'm slated to leave on a trip. Now, I know every one of you, inside and out, by heart. I may have been drunk when I've been here before, but old Hickey could never be so drunk he couldn't have everybody, that is, except himself. And finally, he had to see through himself, too. Now, I swear I would have never acted this way if I didn't absolutely believe it'd be worthwhile to you in the end. When you're rid of the damn guilt that makes you lie to yourselves that you're something you're not, and the remorse that nags at you and makes you hide behind lousy pipe dreams, you won't give a damn what you are anymore. Now, I wouldn't say this unless I knew. Brothers and sisters, this piece is real. It is a fact. I know, because I've got it. Here now, right in front of you. Well, you can see the difference in me. You remember how I used to be. Even when I had 2 quarts of rot gun under my belt and joked and sang Sweet Adeline, I still felt like a guilty skunk. But you can see that I don't give a damn about anything anymore. And I promise you, by the time this day is over, I'll have every one of you feeling the same way. Well, I guess that's about all from me for the present, boys and girls, so let's get on with the party.
Wait.
I think it would help us poor pipe-dreaming sinners along the sawdust trail of salvation if you told us now what it was happened that converted you to this great peace you found. I noticed you didn't say anything when I asked you about the Iceman. Did this great revelation of the evil habit of dreaming about tomorrow come to you after you found out your wife was sick of you?
But geez, you've hit it, Larry. I've noticed she hasn't shown her picture around this time.
He hasn't done it. The Iceman took it away from him.
Look at him. Can you blame her? She must be hard up to fall for an Iceman.
Yeah. Imagine a sap like that advising me and Chuck to get married.
Yeah, he done so good with it.
At least I can say that Marjorie chose an officer and a gentleman.
Come to look at you, Hickey, old chum. You're sprouting horns like a bloody antelope.
Big a pike out like a water buffalo.
Come up, she cried, my Iceman lad, and you and I'll agree, and I'll show you the prettiest whatever you ever did see.
Well, I'm glad to see you getting in good spirits for Harry's party, even if the joke is on me. Well, I'll admit I always asked for it in the old days by pulling an Iceman gag, so laugh all you like. Well, I guess this forces my hand, you bringing up the subject of Evelyn. I had wanted to wait till the party was over, but you're getting the wrong idea about poor Evelyn. I've got to stop that. I'm sorry to tell you that my dearly beloved wife is dead.
My God. I felt he had the touch of death on him. Oh, forgive me, Hickey. Cut my dirty tongue out.
Sorry. Oh, now look, everybody. You mustn't let this be a wet blanket on Harry's birthday party. You're still getting me all wrong. There's no reason. You see, I don't feel any grief. I've got to feel glad for her sake. Because she's at peace. She's rid of me at last. And you can imagine what it was like being married to a no-good drunken cheater like me. And there was no way out of it for her. Because she loved me. But now she's at peace, like she always longed to be. So why should I feel sad? She wouldn't want me to feel sad. Why, all that Evelyn ever wanted out of life was to make me happy.